Volgens mij zijn we goed, hè? Oké. Oepla, sorry. Little bird. Hallo allemaal. Hi everyone. Welcome to another Hatha class. Welkom bij nog een yoga lesje van nog een yoga juf. En nou, ik ben heel benieuwd wie er vandaag allemaal meedoet. Of meekijkt. Kijken mag ook. Misschien word je dan toch overgehaald om mee te doen de volgende keer. There you go. So, for today, voor vandaag had ik in gedachten something energizing. So we're going to try and see to put a twist into a lot of pieces, parts of the practice. Ik kijk naar boven, I'm looking up because there's two birds building a nest in onze waaier, building a nest in our fan. Anyway, they're making a little bit of a racket. But again, today, vandaag wederom een volledige practice. Centering in the beginning, warm up, the whole shebang of a real Hatha practice. And oh my goodness, oh honey, Jay, there's like 2 finches and 2 wrens, and they're competing over whatever is in that fan. Oh. En onze practice wordt afgesloten. Our practice, we will always finish our practice with a systematic relaxation and a guided meditation. So with nothing further to say, let's get started. Today we're going to start, it's very loud, we're going to start on our bellies in crocodile. So come to your bellies in crocodile. Fold your forearms and lay your forehead to rest on your forearms. And here we go. Here we start to arrive and turn our focus more inward. Let the day be what it was. And just focus on yourself, on your breath, here on the mat. So first, just see if you can relax your shoulders. Maybe wiggle your hips a little. And take a few breaths. See if you can observe the breath, just for a breath or 3. And after your 3rd breath, maybe you can start to notice where your breath is going. So maybe you feel a nice expansion in your lower back. Obviously, you'll feel your belly pressing into the mat. And these are all ways for you to get more aware and focused on your breath. How it feels in your body, how it manifests itself. See if in this position you can already also relax your jaws, your cheeks. Just noticing the breath. And then go ahead and bring your feet and legs together if you hadn't had them together already. And then let's start this little engagement to become more aware of your pelvis by pressing the legs into each other. Engage your glutes, maybe lift your pelvic floor. Engage that lower abdomen, all on your exhale. And on your inhale, let it go. Let go of the belly, the buttocks, the legs. Let's do that 5 more times with your own breath. So on every exhale, you firm up, squeeze, lift, and inhale, release. And see if you can, on every exhale, really engage all the way up. And as soon as your inhale starts, just start letting go of your belly, your buttocks, and your legs. Good. Let's take it 2 times more. Squeezing those buttocks. Exhale. And inhale, release. Firm up the legs. Engage the buttocks. Lift your pelvic floor. Lower abdomen engaged. And let it go. Good. Good. Let's continue from here. So let's turn onto our backs. Yes, we're going to turn onto our backs. Not very elegant or anything, just on your back. And let's take a nice stretch. Open up our eyes to the world again, or your room, or wherever you are. Stretch it out. Point the feet, flex the feet. Maybe stretch more with your right, stretch more with your left. Good. Both together. And when you notice you're really stretching out, see then at the end if you can bring that lower abdomen and your lower back to the floor. Maybe your knees come up a little bit. Push that lower back nicely in the mat. Bring your arms down and relax. Good. Then take your right knee into the chest. Not both of them, just only your right. So with here we're going to keep focusing a little bit more on the breath, so that the breath can become more, settled, and that you'll take it along throughout your practice if we first become a bit more conscious of it yet. So on your exhale, pull your knee towards your chest. Inhale, let it go out. Just take 5 more of these. Just pulling that knee in on the exhale. Inhale, let it go out. As soon as your exhale is done and your inhale starts, let that knee come out. Good. All right, now let's start to activate through that left long leg, and we're gonna reach our right leg up. So reach that foot up to the ceiling, see wherever you are. Maybe you're very tight, so you take a little time to get there. Maybe you have to bend 1 or 2 times to get that leg up. Good. And then take your hands behind your hamstring. Maybe take a few points and flex here, and circles with your ankle. Good. All right, now start really activating through that long leg on the bottom and activating through that foot up there. And now we're going to also activate our core a little bit. So we're going to take up our head and our shoulders. Good. Activating our core, warming up, bringing our hands as far as we can here on the leg, either behind the knee or if you can reach your calf. And then we're going to press that calf into the hands, and we're going to press back with our hands into the calf. Little activation of the legs. Let me see what the hell was. Yeah, that's good. Oh. Good. So find your easy breath. Press that leg into your hands. Feel that whole back of your leg, activating. Good. And then let it go. Take your left hand to your right knee and guide your right knee over to the left for our first reclined spinal twist. You can let your right foot rest anywhere you like. Just make sure your right arm and shoulder are relaxed and working towards the floor. Good. Notice that breath in the belly. The belly has all the space to move out and in this position. Good, and then come back to the middle. Bring that left leg in. Hug your knees both in for a moment. Maybe roll a little side to side, or maybe even take a few circles to the right, circles to the left. Heel goed. And then let's go to the other side. So grab your hands with your left knee and your right leg extends. Good. And first we're going to use our breath, follow the breath with our movement. So exhale, knie komt naar ons toe. Inhale, let the knee move out. Exhale, knee in. Inhale out. Continue for a few more. Good. Misschien de laatste. One more time. Uitademen, knie naar je toe. Inademen, let the knee go. Good. And now we're going to extend that left leg. Extend also the right leg. So activate through that right foot out. Activate that foot up to the ceiling. And just hold it anywhere for the moment, because we're first going to take those flex and points here. En een paar circles met je enkel, linksom, rechtsom. A few circles with your ankles, both ways. Good. And then let's activate again. So activate through those feet. Press those feet away. Hold your hands behind your hamstring for now. You're going to lift the shoulders and the head. Get that core activated. And then move your hands up to wherever is possible and feels good for you. And then let's start that active press into the hands with the leg and the pull of the hands towards us. So pushing the leg into the hands, resisting with the hands. Good. And see if you can find that relaxed breath. Now, let's take 2 more breaths here. En at any moment when it's too much, at elk moment dat het een beetje te veel wordt, of course, listen to your body. Bring your knee back in. So relax your shoulders and head to the floor. Take that knee in. And then we're going to guide that left knee with our right hand over to the right. And just let it rest wherever it wants to rest. If it's up here, fine. If it's crossed over, also fine. As long as we can try to relax. Als we kunnen ontspannen in deze pose. En vooral letten op die linkerschouder. Think of your left shoulder really working towards the floor. You can take your gaze over to your left hand if that feels good. Good. Or just straight up the ceiling. Some days the neck doesn't want to go, and that's fine. Good. Come back to the middle. Bring that right leg in. Hug your knees in for a moment here. Roll from side to side if that feels good. And then we're going to come up. Oh no, we're not. We're going to still do our little bridge. See? I forgot that one. Okay, so take your block. Pak je blok. And put it the small way in between your thighs. Just going to activate a little more on the buttocks and concentrating everything towards the midline. So, which is always good after a little twist like we just did. So let's come into a first bridge pose. So press through the feet, active arms, and start pressing into that block with your thighs. Feel the engagement of the
buttocks happen, and then send those hip bones up. Good. If you want to, you can take your hands up to the ceiling and really see if you can press those shoulders under and really press through your upper arms, so to speak, to see if you can get a little higher in your bridge. Keep those glutes engaged and find that breath in your belly. Nice and easy. Maybe to some eyes this seems very not so energetic, but if you do it, you'll talk differently. Your glutes, your hamstrings are firing. Good, and then on your next inhale, release. Good, and then put the block aside, because we are, yes, coming up. We're not going to put the block really aside. We're going to use the block. We gaan de blok gebruiken om even op te zitten. So if you have to, even better. Put the blocks like this under each other and then put your buttocks right on top. Just helping out the knees here. We zouden dit ook zittend kunnen doen op onze knieën, maar dan, it's a lot of pressure on the knees right away. So there's different exercises to strengthen the knees. So, warming up the shoulders. Take your arms outside, shoulder height. And then let's open the palms up. And with the breath, we're going to bring our arms up. Inhale up. See, often I ask you to lower your shoulders, but this time I'm asking the opposite. So really pull those shoulders up to the ears. Try not to flare out with your rib cage. See if you can engage in that core and bring that core back to the midline. Rib cage in, arms up. Good. And then when we're up here with our shoulders up, bend those elbows. Tap the tops of your shoulders. And on the exhale, inhale up. Exhale, turn those palms down and turn them a little farther. So we're rotating those shoulders forward. Good. Let's do it again. Inhale up. Shoulders up. Exhale. Tap the shoulders, shoulder tops. Inhale, back up. Exhale. Turn the palms down and rotate them forward. Good. So inhale up. Exhale. Tap. Inhale up. And exhale, rotate. Inhale up. Exhale, tap. Think of that rib cage. Inhale. And exhale, rotate. So this is a shoulder warmer, but it's also really strengthening the arms, the upper arms. Inhale up. And exhale, rotate. Good. Inhale up. Exhale, tap the shoulders. Inhale up. And exhale, rotate. Let's go for 2 more. Inhale up. Exhale, tap. Inhale up. And out, exhale, rotate to the front. Last one. I know your shoulders are burning, but it's okay. Inhale up. Exhale, tap the tops. Inhale up. And out, exhale, rounding, rotating to the front. Good. All right, shake them out. Shake them out. Very good. All right, let's continue with a bit more twists. And then we'll soon be coming up for our standing poses and all that. So, yes, let's stay seated like this. So come to all fours. And we're going to take a cat pose twist. So we're going to take our right arm and send it over to the left. And if we can, put our ear on the floor, if that's too far away, you can always put a block under your head and you rest here. So this is where we're going to rest. And then let that left hand come onto your right. And see if you can really send that right shoulder under you, left hand on top, and see if you can get that left shoulder to work the other way. So we're really twisting in that top part of our back. If this is a little bit of an unstable position, you can always cross the legs in the back, gives a little bit more stability. So whether you need the block or not will be here. Good. So take a few breaths here in this position. And then when you're ready, let's see if you can take that top arm up and let it work a little farther back. So think of the feeling of sending that right arm out and that left shoulder and arm back. Keep engagement there at the lower abdomen. Keep your breath going. Good, and then bring that hand back. Place it next to your face, about your left, and then help yourself up with that left. Whoo, back to all fours. And then let's take a few gentle cat-cows here after that twist. Just slowly. Nothing big. Good, and then let's take it to the other side. So yeah, let me turn like this. Maybe that's a nice change of scenery. So here we go. Take our left arm and we send it on to the right, sending our hips back, our ear to the floor, or with our left ear on a block. And I know this is not a very good way to see it. Let me just stay here like I did. So your left arm goes to the right arm goes on top of the left. You can always cross your feet if that helps you in the pose. See if you can get those hands together, and then if you have long monkey arms like me, you can really make an effort to really pull that shoulder back, that right shoulder back, and see if you can reach with that left one. So left arm is going to the right and your right arm is pulling back. Good. In our cat pose twist. See if you can find 5 more easy breaths. Let's do 3 because we also have to open up. And when you open up, that right arm goes up. See if you can bring that right shoulder and arm backward. Really finding that twist in the top half of your back. Well, really also in the middle, but mostly here in the top. Find your breath. If that arm is too much, sorry, you can always take it to your sacrum. Let it rest there, but still try to see and find that opening of that right shoulder. And that left shoulder wanting to go forward. Good. Now slowly come back out. And now your right arm goes next to your face, and your right arm helps you to push up and out really slow. Very good. And then go ahead and take very slow a few cat and cows. Good. Find your breath, and again, exhaling on the rounding, inhaling on the arching. All right, good. Let's see. And now I'm going to turn this way. I don't want to have, and we're going to, from this all fours position, we're going to press back into our first down dog, and we're going to make our way up. But first, let's press from all fours into down dog, and really just alternate the knees, bending the knees. Just walking it out. Sometimes it's nice to let those knees cave in, so to speak, and get a nice stretch that way. Good. Walk it out a little more, and then press through those hands. Let your head relax in between your upper arms. Good. Come to the tippy toes. If you need to, obviously, always take a micro bend in the knees. If you want to send those sits bones up a little higher, articulate that movement a little more. You bend your knees, send those sits bones up, and then maybe see to lengthen the legs, the back of the legs, and work those heels down to the floor. But whatever you can handle, Maybe you're here, totally fine. Good. And then walk your feet and your hands together. You can either walk all the way up or all the way back with your fingers, or come to the middle like I did. Now we're here in a forward fold and we're going to come up. So shake your head maybe for a moment. Yes and no. Yes and no. Good. And then let's take our... oh, god toch Ruben. Dat komt zo. Holy moly. Gekke doos. And then let's come halfway up. So inhale. Inadem, kom half omhoog. Exhale, uitadem. Oh, de helemaal omhoog. And look at my hair. Okay, shake it out. Get yourself ready for some... Let's continue right away with one normal sun salutation. Yes. Let's come to the top of your mat. Je kunt wel blijven liggen hoor. And take a nice inhale. And exhale forward. Inhale, come halfway up. Exhale, fold forward. Plant your palms, step your right foot back and your left foot back into down dog. Let's keep moving. So inhale to plank. Exhale, down to the floor. Inhale, little cobra. Exhale, back to down dog. Good. Inhale, step your right foot up and your left. And then inhale all the way up. And exhale, hands to heart. And then we take it all to the left. Inhale up. And exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway up. And exhale, fold. Good. Plant your palms, step your left foot back. And your right one into down dog. And yogi's choice, you can always come forward into plank. And then chaturanga your way to up dog. Or from your down dog, come forward on an inhale to your plank. Exhale, down to the floor. Inhale, little cobra. And then exhale, back to down dog. Step your left foot up and your right foot. Inhale, arms all the way up. And exhale, hands to heart. Good. Stay here for a moment and just notice how you feel. Maybe with your eyes closed. Notice the sensations in your body after our warm-up and our first sun salutation. Good, and then open up your eyes, let your hands go, and shake it out a little. The next one we're going to do, we'll build some heat. We're going to come into a chair. I'll take it from this side. So our feet are hip-width apart. On an inhale, we're going to bring our arms up. And on an exhale, we're going to set our buttocks back as if we're reaching for a chair. Really going down. And here, I really want you to pay attention that we're not doing this, but we're really making sure that lower abdomen is engaged and we are protecting our lower back. So our lower core is active. Arms are up. Maybe if the arms are too much, you can always take them to at the heart. Anjali Mudra here at the heart. Keep that back nicely engaged. Feel those quads working. Send those, if you want, you can always go a little deeper. Weight is more towards the heels. And you can lift up your toes. That sometimes feels good. Good. Here in chair. Take 2 more breaths. And then push up and out. Engage around the buttocks. Maybe take your hands together if you can. And reach up. And see if you can take a little back bend. So engaging around the pelvis, engaging the glutes, sending the hips forward, little back bend. And don't let your neck go like I showed you. No, neck should be engaged. Chin can be a little lower than you think and your eyes can be up. Good, and then come back. All right, so we're going to do that again because I forgot our twist. So this was a bonus. We'll have to do it 2 more times. So here we go. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, sit in your chair. And let's take down those hands here. at Anjali Mudra here at the heart. Because what I wanted to do is put also a twist in here. So see if you can hinge from the hips forward and then take your left elbow, bring it to the outside of your right knee. And hands are together, we're twisting to the right. Good. And to come out, come first back to the middle, then we go up, engage around the buttocks and take a little back bend here. Find your breath. Good, and back to center and let your arms go. So we're going to do that on the left still. So here we go, inhale up and exhale, come back into that chair. Engage that lower abdomen so your lower back is nicely enforced. Good. And then we're going to, for our twist, we're going to hinge a little more forward. And then we take our right elbow and take it to the outside of our left knee. I should have probably given you a block in between the legs, but you can also have your feet a little closer if that feels better to you. But here for this twist, see if you can, if you lost the engagement in the lower abdomen, engage that lower abdomen, see if you can lengthen through the spine and then find the twist a little higher. So pressing through those feet, quads are working and our upper body is twisting to the left. Find that easy breath. Good, and then come out to the middle, all the way up, press through those feet, inhale up and come, engage around the buttocks here, engage before you take a little back bend. So elongate up to bend backward a little. And back to center. En arms down. That'll heat you up. Ik heb het hete thee nodig. Oké. Shake it out. Misschien moet je het even uitschudden, die benen van net. En de volgende, the next one we'll do is our Warrior 2 into extended side angle. And for that you will need a block. So make sure, pak een blok bij de hand. And yeah, let's continue. I'm getting a little hot, so I might take off this. My nice pink shirt. Hoo-ha! Dat is wat die chair pose met je doet. Get nice and hot. Okay, so come to the wide side of your mat. Nice wide stance of the feet. And then you turn open your right foot to the short end of your mat, to the right short end of your mat. And your left heel a little out. So our feet are in Warrior 2 positions. Also, your right ankle is lined up with the middle of your back arch. Good. And then we're going to take this block and put it on the inside of our right foot. My apologies. Good. Really start pressing through both feet. So there's equal weight on the feet. So really press those feet into the floor. Good. We're going to inhale, take our arms nice and horizontal. First going to find our Warrior 2. And then we're going to, on our exhale, we're going to sink into that front knee. Classically, you know, you're trying to work towards having this one horizontal with the ground, but totally fine if you're here or here. Also beautiful if you're there, but don't let that, you know, affect the form of your pose. So really keep those feet grounded, arms long. A little tug around the tailbone if you can. Good. Bend that front knee. Find your Warrior 2. Strong Warrior 2. Gaze over your right hand. Good. Find your breath first. Pressing through those feet. See if you can, if your shoulders are here, I would like you to really relax those shoulders. Lengthen through the fingertips. Good. And on the next inhale, let's circle our arms down to that block on the ground, because before we would go here, at times we've gone here, let's move down. So have your block here under you. Maybe you don't need it, or you can be on fingertips and find the openness here. So see if you can, if you're here, then it means you're probably too low and you need a block. So you gotta raise yourself up so that shoulder can open up to the sky. And we can take our arm forward all the way. So we really have one long line from your left fingertips to your left outside foot. And if you want, you can take your gaze up, shoulder opens up into our extended side angle. Find your breath. Keep pressing through those feet, reaching through those fingers. Good. If your neck becomes too heavy, totally take your gaze to the front or down. So much nicer and relaxed for the neck. Good. And then to come out, really press through that front foot and just reach back with your arm. Press through that front foot. Turn that right foot back into the front. And we can take it right away to the left. Let me see. Yes. No. We need to go back here. So we're still here. We came out. That's totally fine. We don't need to block now. What I wanted to do was from this. So we're here back again in our extended side angle. Here I wanted you to bring that top arm down. Turn that left foot parallel. We're here in a low lunge. And if this is too much to hold, you can always bring that left knee down, because we're going to come up and you'll feel it coming. We're going to take another twist. So uncurl that back foot, hands at the heart, and then we take our left elbow and take it to the right outside of our knee for another twist here. Press through that front foot. Maybe even lift your hips a little back to square them off so that we're not really letting this front hip fall in. We want this to be level, the hips level. So that might mean, like in my case too, I can't go very far down and your twist is higher up. Good, let's relax that foot, and to come out, just press back into down dog and then work your way up. And one big inhale up and exhale, hands to heart. That's what I wanted to do. I was set on putting twists wherever we could, because I don't even think I explained why I wanted to do so many twists. Twists are energizing, so if you're feeling a little, without energy, a little stuck, twists are great. And not only for that, it helps you digest food a little better, all those twists, so it helps you with that. And twists also really make length in the spine, room within the spine, where if you have been sitting long or everything got a little compressed, the spine is really being stretched out, and that will give you a better feeling, in the sense of a lekkerder gevoel, because it's just loose. You have more room to move. Okay, so that as a side note. So let's take our warrior two to the left. So take your block and put it here at your left foot. Now we're going to turn that left foot out, right heel away. Again, nicely lined up. Block can be on the inside of the foot. You can also take the extended side angle there, but let's do it here in the front. So here we are again on the left, pushing through the feet. Good. Lengthening through the arms on the inhale, exhale, bending in that front knee. Good. First, find your breath and the length. See how you feel in this opening pose. We want to feel nice and open, stretched over the chest. Shoulders are nice and low. Reaching fingertips to fingertips. Good, and then let's go ahead and reach for that block or for the floor in our extended side angle, bringing that right arm all the way past our right ear. And then when we are in position, see if we can open open that shoulder and look up and under to the ceiling or wherever you are. So keep pressing through those feet. This is and if your head is too much up, please take it forward or to your hands. Good. Reaching all the way, feeling the stretch here from the right fingertips to the outside of that right foot. One more breath. Good, and then let that hand come down. Turn that back leg parallel. Get rid of your block and let that right knee come to the mat. For me, that is more than enough today, so I'm not going to do this one, but you're very welcome to take your twist up here in this low lunge. But for me, I'm going to take it down today. So come up, press through that front hand, take your hands at the heart, and then let's twist and bring that right elbow at the outside of your left knee. Good. See if we can lift here in the lower belly, lifting, lengthening that spine, and then twist to either look up or front. Thinking about those hips, not letting them cave in like this, but really maybe pull them back a little. Not maybe, but pull them back a little so the hips are square. For that, you really have to push through that front leg, front foot. Good. And then twist back to the center. Let's frame our front foot with our hands. Step back into down dog. It's a cute little spider here on the mat. Good. And then walk your way up into your forward fold. Let it all hang for a moment. And then inhale, arms via the side. Exhale, hands to heart. Good. All right. I hope you're doing well and feeling good. We are continuing with a little bit of abs and ab exercise. So come down to your mat. Down to the mat and on your back. So even zien. Yeah, I think this will be good. So let's come to lay on our backs. And then our arms will be out to the side in T position. And the most important thing here is, het belangrijkste van deze oefening is dat you keep your legs at 90 degrees. So we houden onze benen in een angle van 90 graden. So knees over hips. So we are here and you notice already right away, you're already engaging here in the lower abdomen. So really, if you're not and you're like this, make sure you really push that lower back into the mat. Duw je onderrug in je mat. Good. En dan armen in T position. Good. And then we're just gonna, on an inhale, take the knees down to the left, but don't let them rest on the floor. Exhale, back up to the middle. So inhale to the side. And exhale to the middle. Good. We're going to continue for a little bit. Inhale to the side, exhale to the middle. En als dit niet genoeg van een uitdaging is, if this is not enough of a challenge, you can always stretch one leg up, like this. So going to the left, you stretch up your right leg, and then move on to the left, on your inhale, exhale, back to the middle. Switch the legs, and then all the way to the right. Oops. Inhale up. Exhale up, sorry. Inhale down. Exhale up. Every time you come through the middle, notice that back is really flush with the floor. And to the side. If this is still not enough of a challenge for you, you can try both legs to the side. Hoo-ha! And exhale back to the middle. I have to do it one more time to be even Steven. Okay. The flower pot is helping me. Good. So, Let's go on with a few more. So this is, as you can see, an ab, but also again including a twist. So for you to leave this practice energized and completely ready for the rest of your day. Okay, let's take one more to the left. I know I'm asking a lot, but it's good. Abs are good. It's good for everything. Good. And then let's bring it back. I think I had one more for you. Volgens mij, I wanted to do one more exercise. Oh yeah, that's right. We're gonna roll on our belly. And we're gonna come into a plank, but a plank on our forearms. So come down for a moment. And after that, yes, we'll do a nice little stretch as an inverted action again. So press through the forearms, curl your toes under, and push up into your forearm plank. Really see if you can lift at the belly button. You're engaging the legs, trying to send the heels back, pushing through the forearms. If at any moment it's too much, please go down and maybe stay here in Sphinx, because that's also very beneficial. But in Sphinx, make sure you keep that lower abdomen engaged towards your spine. Good. Otherwise, let's come up into this forearm plank. See how long you can do it. Well, no, I'm sure many of you can hold it for quite a while, so without getting a shaky breath. When our breath turns shaky, let's shift our weight onto our left arm. So our left arm is also going to move in, so coming perpendicular to the leg, so to speak. And if that is too much, you can take your right leg over and just hold it like this. See if you can really lift those hips up. I'm on Ruby's tail. And otherwise you can keep your both legs there, lifting there at the hips, pushing through the forearm. Hoo-ha, working those obliques. Good. Okay, that's enough for me. So I'm turning back, coming down slowly, and maybe resting in a Sphinx for a little bit. We just want to we push up one more time. We komen nog één keer in onze forearm plank. And then we turn to the left. So we're going to turn in our right arm perpendicular to our legs. And then hold that side plank for a little bit. So when you're ready, let's come to our forearms. Push through the forearms. Curl those toes under. Engage the buttocks. Lift there at your core into your forearm plank. Good. And then let's move that right arm 90 degrees in so that it's perpendicular with your legs. You can stack the legs. Make sure you're really lifting here at the hips. This left arm can either go up, or if it's too much, it can be at your waist. Of course, you can take that top leg and take it in the front for more support. Good. I don't know what that was. So let's take one more breath. Good. And then come back, slowly turn back to the middle, maybe in your Sphinx. Keep that lower abdomen engaged. Okay, that was Penny messing around. All right. So that was our abs. We can continue now with our active inversion. And for that, we're going to come onto all fours. So take your hands and place them under your shoulders. Push up into all fours. And right away, push back into your down dog. So maybe this down dog feels a little different than the earlier ones, since we're really warming up the body, stretching, twisting. We're going to stay here for a little bit, and we're going to take our right arm and we're going to reach for our left leg. And wherever your hand can reach, your upper leg, behind your knee, behind your calf, or maybe at your left ankle. So your left hand is pushing, your right hand crosses over to your left leg, and then you can take your gaze under your left armpit. Keep pushing through that front arm. See if you can keep that breath easy, and this is not easy. Good, come out, place your hand back, and maybe walk it out for a minute. See if you can relax the neck a little. Good, and then start again. Press through those hands, and then take your left hand and reach for your right leg. Either here, there, finding a twist. So see if you can let that hand move towards your heel, and you'll be looking under your armpits, or just straight if that's too much. Keep pushing through that front hand. Good, and then slowly bring it back. Come to all fours and press back into child's pose. And take your arms all the way to the back. Let them rest. Take a moment here to find your breath. After that, those abs, and then the active inversion. Come back to your breath. Let that belly that's been working so hard really relax in between your thighs. Let it become soft. And that was it, ladies and gentlemen. I could stay here for a while longer. I'm kidding, of course. We're going to slowly make our way back up. Take your hands next to you and just roll up slowly. And then we're going to get ready still for our main event. No, not the main event, but for a back bend. So come back onto your belly. Back onto your belly. And we're going to do, we've done sphinxes in between already. So let's come down onto our forearms in crocodile and just wiggle our hips a little bit. Rock our neck from side to side. Good. And then go ahead and take your hands at the height of your shoulders. Good. Forehead can be on the floor for now. We're going to get those legs together, tighten those legs just like we did in that initial very first exercise. I didn't give it a name. I didn't tell you the name, Ashwini Mudra, but it's the same. Engaging those legs together, engaging the buttocks, sending the pelvis into the floor, and then we're going to let our nose lead the way and lift our shoulders and torso into cobra. We're not going to push with the hands. The hands are there merely for a little bit support. But so we're coming up with our nose into cobra, really pressing those feet, legs together, pelvis into the floor, lifting into our cobra. Good. One more breath. And bring it back, and then lay down on your right cheek. Good. And then come back with your forehead on the floor, thinking of that nose that's going to lead the way. It's going to make a half circle up. So here we are again, tightening up the legs, engaging the buttocks, sending the pelvis into the floor. Nose goes up, chest follows, all coming out of the back and your glutes. No pressure here. So maybe it looks with you here yet, but over time you'll be able to go higher and higher and higher. Good, and then release, go on your left cheek. And a very important cue I didn't give you is when you go up, you let those, steer those elbows to the back, shoulders away from the ears. Good. So let's do it one more time. So bring your forehead to the mat, Hands are here under your shoulders. Good. Tightening up, getting ready. Take a nice inhale, exhale. And on your next inhale, we're going to come up with the nose and then see if you can also really lift those hands. Bring those elbows back. I'm losing my grip of my legs, I'm noticing. And release back. Good. If you want to, you can also bring your hands a little more back, and then we can push up maybe one more time, more towards an up dog. So inhale, tighten up the legs, engage the glutes, take your nose up, and maybe push up into an up dog. Good. All right, and then slowly come down. Bring your arms again, forearms under your forehead, and roll your neck from side to side. Legs up, and the same for the legs, side to side. Very nice. And then we are going to make our way up to our seated position. So bring your hands under your shoulders, curl the toes under, just come up, hoo-ha, into a seated position. And we're gonna do Janu Shirshasana, that's head to knee pose. So I'm gonna take a little twist in there. So come into Dandasana, into your staff pose, just the legs straight out, feeling the bottoms of your legs pressing into the mat. Good. Then we're going to take our right leg and bring it in, and the bottom of your feet goes to the inside of your left thigh. So your knee is out. Maybe some of you need support for this one, so you can always put a block there. And first of all, we're going to activate through that leg, so you feel that whole back leg nicely on your mat. And then we're going to inhale, the arms up. Exhale, we're going to twist towards that bent leg. Take that left arm, bring it to your right knee, and your right hand goes behind your sacrum on the floor. And we're going to lift up. So feel those sit bones lifting up. And when you feel that lift, and when you feel the length in that spine, then we're going to twist on an exhale from the waist, rib cage, shoulders, and maybe if it feels good, you take your head to look over your shoulder. This is very cute. Good. And to lengthen on your next inhale, and exhale, slowly come out. Good. And now let's go into our normal Janu Shirshasana, head to knee pose, forward fold. So let's bring our arms up, and then see if we can hinge from the hips forward, as long as we can keep a straight lower back. And then let your arms come down on your leg or to the side. However, your elbows, need to be relaxed. And then let your head go and fold forward slowly. And when you're in your forward fold, see if you can let that head hang. Maybe you need to find your fists can be helpful to reach your head, or a block and fists, to making sure that in this forward fold you really let your neck relax and your head be heavy and resting. Still think, I know it's probably a lot, but still think of your sternum wanting to be rather forward than pointing all the way down. So see if we can find that direction in the sternum, but still letting the head go. Find your breath. Good, and to come out of it, first bring your head into the neutral position, and then help yourself slowly either over your leg or next to your leg back up. Good. And then bring that knee back in. Bring it out, and let's do it on the left. So left knee in, left sole of your foot to the inside of your right thigh. Almost there, bear with me. Yes, we're almost done. Ooh, yes, we're really almost done. But this is our last thing, and then we start one of the last things. So here we go. First, finishing this on the left, reaching up on an inhale. Exhale, we turn to the side and find with our right hand, our left knee, left hand behind our sacrum. On our next inhale, we try to lengthen again, really push up, help ourselves with that hand in the back to find those sits bones and sit nicely up. And then on your next exhale, twist from the waist, rib cage, shoulders, and maybe your head over your shoulder. See if you can keep a little bit of an engagement. I noticed I was hanging out here, but see if we can keep that leg active and that foot also actively pressing into the thigh. Good, and then inhale, we lengthen, and exhale, we slowly turn back. And then we go for the end of this Janu Shirshasana. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hinging from the hips forward, letting the arms go, and rounding here, or letting your head go. Feeling the stretch on the back side of that right leg. And always use props as you need. There's nothing wrong with props. Heerlijk. And then see if you can relax your cheeks, jaw, your face in general. Good. And to come out, lift your head back to center and slowly roll back up. Good. Well, let's bring this knee back in. I'm going to take a little sip of my tea, and then you can make your way into supported bridge. So come to your backs. Grab your block and put it under your hips. So come back to the mat. Raise your hips, put the block under. I always say a little higher than you think, but you'll notice it once you put your legs up. You'll notice either whether you need to bring it up or down. If you feel like you're here and you can't, then it's probably because the block is, too far down. So bring it a little up, and then you'll find that your hips will roll easier over and your legs are more easily to relax up there in the sky. So here in supported bridge, again though, think of curling the shoulders under, active through the arms, in the sense of not like but noticing the contact with the mat, pressing the pressure is in the shoulders. And when you're here, close your eyes. There's a kip close by, denk ik. Funny sounds, funny chickens. Er zit er nog eentje te knorren. Okay, well, close your eyes. Take this moment to start that process of turning a bit more inward. So start to feel for the breath at your nose. Relax your forehead, soften your eyes, cheek, jaw, mouth and tongue. Notice the breath moving through your nostrils. Maybe even noticing the flow of breath through that throat area. Good. And again, I could stay here for much longer, but we're going to move on. We're going to bring our feet slowly down. We're going to say goodbye to the block. Curl our shoulders out from under us. And then make our way into Shavasana. And when I say make yourself comfortable, really do that. Don't be afraid to use any props. Take a blanket roll and roll it under your knees. Put your socks on if it's a little chilly where you are practicing. Put a blanket over you, just really making yourself comfortable. I will not let you fall asleep, because that's the whole point of systematic relaxation, that we're not going to fall asleep. So make yourself really comfortable. Maybe wiggle your hips a little here, wiggle the ankles, pull up the shoulders and let them flap down. This is really very nice, actually, with this pillow, with this meditation pillow under my head. And go ahead and again, close your eyes and start bringing the awareness back to your breath. So observe your breath, following it, coming in, following it, going out. And then bringing your awareness to the top of your head, the crown of your head. See if you can feel for that spot. While noticing your breath. Soften your forehead. Relax your temples, cheeks, jaw, chin, tongue in your mouth. Soften the sides of your neck and the front of your throat. Softening your collarbones, shoulders. Relax your upper arms, lower arms, wrists, hands, fingers, all the way into your fingertips. See if you can sense for your fingertips. Notice what's going on at your fingertips. And maybe there's nothing going on. See if you can feel for them. Releasing back up through the hands, wrists, arms, shoulders. Relaxing the chest. Softening around the heart. Letting go of your abdomen. Relax your hips, hip bones, front of your thighs. Down your knees, shins, tops of your feet. Softening the toes, all the way to the tips of your toes. Releasing through the soles of your feet, your calves, softening your backs of your knees, letting go of any residual tension in your hamstrings, buttocks, lower back, middle of your back, your shoulders, softening the back of your neck, back of your head, back to the crown of our head. And then take a breath as if the breath can flow anywhere. So take a deep, slightly bigger breath. And then return to your normal breath and start wiggling your fingers, your toes, maybe circles with your ankles. And then I kept you guys long enough. We're gonna bring our knees up and roll to the side. We are gonna sit up for a moment, just a few moments, in our upright meditation seat. So that can either be easy seat or any way you like, but let's make sure our hips are a little higher than our knees. So sitting on a pillow or on a blanket roll, that all works. Good. And just see if you can close your eyes one more time. And if you can come back to that feeling when we were laying down, relaxed on the floor. So let go of any tension in your shoulders. A little engagement there at the lower abdomen. You don't need to keep your eyes closed. You can also keep a soft gaze down to the mat. Hands are resting. Take a moment to tune into the breath again. Let it be easy and relaxed. Most of all, there shouldn't be no effort in your breath here. So just let it be. And then bring your awareness to your forehead, just behind your forehead. Sometimes it helps to imagine looking at the inside of your forehead. I don't know if that makes sense to you. And then move your attention down right behind your eyes, in the middle of your brain. And then move your attention to your heart. Again, here too, you can almost do as if you're looking at your heart with your eyes. And then go ahead, let's take your hands to Namaste, your thumbs at your heart, and fold forward to seal in the benefits of your practice. And come up. Namaste. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you feel energized and maybe reawakened to go on with the next part of your day, or, read a book yet before you go to sleep. Yeah. Oh, nice. Wel, hartstikke leuk, Joep. Superleuk dat je weer hebt gekeken en zelfs hopelijk hebt meegedaan. Kara, I hope you enjoyed it. Glad you made it to the practice. And yeah, let me know what you think. If you have any requests. Ook Joep, als jij bepaalde dingetjes hebt waar je aan wilt werken. Wie weet is het je Warrior 3, je Airplane. Let me know. And I can see what I can do. So anyway, have a nice rest of your day. Thank you for joining me, and see you next time.